What's up, guys? Teter Built Racing here. Trevor's Fast Life Dad, back with another video about building a competitive outlaw car. We just kind of want to go over what it takes, what parts are involved. I know we've posted some other build videos on here, but as things keep evolving and changing, the cars keep changing and getting faster, and we are learning a lot with these things, and obviously safety's been our number one concern and always has been. So we've been adapting a lot of safety things, such as the functioning brake setups. The different solenoid is the biggest thing. Huge shout out to Justin Lair, revved up Layla and Macy's Need for Speed, their dad. Super awesome guy, drag racer. He's very knowledgeable, and he taught us a lot about this solenoid. It's called an EV200 solenoid, I believe. They actually run these on Teslas, and they're good for about 900 volts. Obviously, we're going to run nowhere near that, but they're good for 0 to 900 volts, I believe, and good for about 600 amps. That's the solenoid right there. So you can get those on Amazon or eBay. A lot of the times I just order them right off of eBay. I get the pre-owned ones because they're factory. If you order them new, they're like $500, but you can get them for like 25 or 30 bucks used, and they're the name brand ones from a Tesla. They have the knockoff ones on Amazon, but I would watch getting them. But let's jump into this. So we're just rebuilding Trevor's car before Fast Life Fest. We're just redoing the motors, not rebuilding the whole thing. He's been on the same motors for the past year. We haven't changed them. The ML motors finally let go. They've been a great motor for us. I mean, he's had realistically at least 500 plus passes on him, and we only burned them up because we tried running 7S on them and killed them. So I just threw in the new motors into the gearbox. This is actually a new gearbox too. Shout out to Lyle's 3D printing. He's been designing some cool stuff, but I'll show you what we got going on here. So this is the gearbox that Lyle has made. We have our motors mounted in there. We have our gears custom made by him as well. They have bearings made into them, so just less resistance. Our motors, we have dual 18 tooth on there. So everybody always asks me about gearing. Gearing is going to be different for everybody's setup. So as you see, like I just said, we have dual 18 tooth on there, but that might not work for your setup. This is what works for our setup. It's got big tires, so it all depends on the tire and the weight of the child, weight of the car. So you'll have to experiment. I always recommend go on eBay or Amazon, your local RC store. I think you can even get them right on the ML Toys website as well. But you can get some pinions on there. Just get a variety pack. Get what are they? 32 pitch 5mm pinions. Get a 17 tooth to 21 tooth, or get the 15 tooth to 20 tooth, whatever they have, and try them out. That's what I got to say. The best recommendation, just get them, experiment, get a draggy, and go do some testing. That's the only way you're going to get some real data, because all these cars perform a little differently, just like a real race car. But our wiring, pretty simple. I'll drop a wiring diagram right up here. Again, shout out to Justin for helping us out with this. So this is the EV200 solenoid, and this is the big thing that everybody's running into, is pedal sticking when you're pushing a lot of amps and running high voltage. Now, I highly recommend getting this solenoid. Every modified and outlaw car should have one of these solenoids. Like I said, it can take a lot of amps, a lot of volts, and what you do, you're running your power from the breaker to the solenoid, and then from the solenoid to your terminal block, which will then go to your motors. Does that make sense? So now you're going to have your coil side, which is your ground and positive on the coil side of the solenoid. You're going to take the ground and take that right to the negative terminal block here, which is running straight from the battery. It'll be battery to terminal block. This will be your ground from the coil side. And then your power from the coil side of the solenoid is going to go to the pedal. It's going to go on the back side of the pedal. You're only going to use 2 prongs on the pedal. You're going to use your factory pedal that has 3. You're going to use the bottom one and the middle one. You're going to run power from this solenoid wire, and it doesn't have to be thick wire. You see how thin this is? This is like 16 gauge. That's all you need to run. Run that to your pedal, and then run the other wire from the pedal directly to the circuit breaker or to this side of the solenoid, wherever you want to mount it. All the pedal is doing is just closing the contact on the solenoid, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm no wiring genius, but I learned this all from Justin. And he was saying, you know, by doing it this way, there's no amps going through the pedal. And that's the issue. We were burning up pedals before. Guys are having these pedals sticking when they're running no solenoid because the amps. Yeah, you're running ground through the pedal, but you're still running amps through the pedal, even though the ground is going through it. But wire size, let's jump to that. So I know you guys see that little 6 gauge wire there. I think I'm going to actually take that off. I think it might be causing resistance because we have a couple different size wires on here. I think 6 gauge is totally overkill. Completely overkill. We've had 10 gauge on there, and Trevor's dipped into the ones on 10 gauge. We start going crazy and putting this thick wire on there, and now the car won't stay together. It's been a nightmare, but we had the thing flying in Texas after we broke all of these gears. Hold on, let me show you real quick. All these gears are from testing the Friday before the big race down in Texas. A little too much juice, a little too much gear, but we had her flying. It was back into the 2.0s out in Texas. But we want to get it back to where it originally was. So we're going to put our fresh motors in. We got to get our other gearbox mounted in here as well, and set the mesh. Well, what's next? The brake. So we are running. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get into the brake, we have this 75 amp push-pull kill switch right here. This is tied into the coil side of the solenoid. So this is braking this power to the solenoid. So Trevor knows after a pass, he would hit this button, and then he hits his brake pedal down there. He has a lift style brake on here. Oh, I almost forgot. Check out these super sick custom drag slicks. These are also made by Lyle's 3D printing. These are the prototype wheel. I mean, this is no joke. This is like a real slick here. Wheel adapter made into the wheel. So stay tuned. Check out Lyle's 3D printing. Make sure you're following him. And mention Trevor's Fast Life. He'll hook you up. He's a good guy. But back to the lift brake here. I think that's what we were talking about. So it is a actuator that can be bought off of Amazon or eBay. 2-inch stroke, 12 volt. And then what it does is it just lifts the car off the ground. And it's powered by a M12 battery. Here, we'll show you here. So it has this separate M12 battery. And we have a button under the hood so that we can push it, lift it up, or put it down. So I can work when we're working on it, or just to put it back down. We're going to move it up here so that Trevor can hit it on his own, but to get it back up. But he has this pedal down here, and he just presses that and holds it down, and it lifts the back of the car up. And this is also a fast actuator that we had found. Shout out to Justin for that find as well. It lifts the car up really fast. I mean, Trevor will be going 30 miles an hour in the 60 foot, and at the 70 foot, he's stopped on a dime. And that's another great thing about the lift brake as well. If there was ever a runaway, which there shouldn't, if you're wiring the car correctly and using this good solenoid, you won't have to worry about the pedal sticking. Now, obviously, it's still moving parts. It's electronic, so anything could happen. So that's why we have this as a fail-safe. That will shut the car off. This breaker will shut the car off. The brake will lift the car up. So he has three fail-safes to get the car to shut down and stop. So again, parents, make sure you don't shortcut the safety of these things. You know, I know they're just a power wheel, and some people laugh, but I'm telling you, these things are fast. These things are going faster in the 60 foot than most junior dragsters are, which is incredible. I mean, these things are flying in the 60 foot. And some of these kids are 3, 4 years old. I mean, it's pretty insane. What else do we have here? Wheelie bar. That's obviously crucial for Outlaw. You're going to need a wheelie bar. We made one here. We have some kits that are going to be on the ML Toys website soon, so stay tuned there. Keep a lookout on their website and on their Facebook group because they'll be dropping soon. If you're looking for any dual motor gear deleted plates, you can also get those on the ML Toys website. They have the Kid Trax ones and the ones made for the 7R gearboxes. Let's go back to the brake for a minute though. Sorry, I kind of didn't really tell you guys about the wiring. So we're using a reversing relay. They can get off of Amazon. Oh, camera fell. You can get it off of Amazon. It's about $15. It shows you right on there how to wire it up. But I like using the separate 12-volt battery. I know with some of the other guys, like Justin has a lift brake on his car, and he just has a step-down converter. So you don't have to worry about an extra battery, which is nice as well. And another thing about the lift brake, you can put that on a remote control switch to shut the car off as well, or lift it up, I would say. I think that's about it on building an Outlaw car. I mean, just be safe. Put some extra time into the safety side of it. Teach the kids how crucial it is to hit this button to stop them. Show them how to use the brake. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's not too involved to build one of these cars. I would say it's more the maintenance on them. You want to have your gear mesh perfect, or you're going to be constantly breaking gears. Or if you're pushing too much power off the line, you'll be breaking as well. So these are the batteries that we run. It's just a cheap LiPo off of Amazon. I know some of the guys go crazy with buying these crazy racing batteries. We bought one before. Honestly, this went faster than it. So we went back to our roots, and we're back on these cheapy batteries. So we'll get this thing back together. We'll get it ready for Fast Life Fest. That's coming up super soon, April 27th at Cecil County Dragway. Production of Eat, Sleep, Race, Teter Built Racing, Fast Kids Club, and Farm Truck and Asian. No Prep Drag Racing, Car Show, Kids Drag Racing, Kids Car Show, and tons of other stuff. It's going to be a great time. We hope to see you there. And if you guys have any questions about modifying these cars, reach out. by email, oxfordpowerwheelsracing@gmail.com, or comment down below, and we can help you out. So we hope to see you at some of our future events this year. Like we said, we have Fast Life Fest coming up next, and we have a season full of incredible events. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more epic content. Dropping soon.